everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cooking Remix.
Today I am so excited. I'm literally bursting with energy because we are going to tackle that titan of cuisine, arguably one of the most famous dishes in the whole world. Are you ready? Today we're doing biryani remixed. That's right, my friends. I know that you have enjoyed biryani many times over the years, but today we are going to have a unique take on this famous recipe that is going to delight your senses and surprise your guests.
Father,
Son?
are you sure that everybody knows what biryani is?
Sure they do.
Well, in the rule book, in chapter 64, paragraph 12, sentence 3, it states that the wicked Wikipediamaster must be asked.
This is a 3-card brag, gentlemen. That means that 3 threes is the highest, then 3 aces, and then running down accordingly. Then it's a running flush, a run, a flush, then a pair. An open man can't see a blind man, and it will cost you twice the ante to see your opponent. Excuse me. Biryani is a mixed rice dish originating from the Muslims of the Indian subcontinent around the 16th century. It is made with spices from the region, rice and meat, usually chicken, beef, and lamb, but can also be made with prawns and fish, and with potatoes and vegetables in certain regional varieties. The word biryani is derived from the Persian words for rice, birinj and biryan, meaning to roast. Biryani differs from another popular rice dish, palau, in that all the components are cooked separately and then layered, whereas palau is a one-pot dish. There are as many varieties of biryani as there are regions, but the best one are made by a Chicago dad helped by his 2 young... Yeah, I'm not reading that. And don't mess around, fellas. You all know the rules, and you know I won't stand for it.
Now in this recipe, biryani is all about comfort and building layers with lots of complex flavors that are all at play. The key to getting it right is how we sequence all the components. What we are going for here is not only that familiar combination of masala, savory protein, and perfect rice, but we are going to level it up. That level up is going to come in the form of bright flavors, crunchy texture, and the lovely aroma of fresh herbs. We are going to build 5 layers of flavor. First is a thick beef stew. Second is a layer of potatoes. Third, a layer of fresh veggies. And fourth, a layer of basmati rice. And then fifth, a topping of fresh herbs. The first thing we're going to make is our stew. We're using beef. This is mainly boneless, but we've thrown in a couple of neck bones. Wherever possible, we want to use bones because it adds just so much more flavor to what we're making. All right, so let's put all this aside and start sauteing. First thing we do is set our Instant Pot to saute mode. Now we're going to add our usual suspects of our spice mix. Coriander powder, cumin powder, garam masala, chili powder, curry powder, turmeric, and salt to taste. Mix it up and take about half of it and put it in the oil. And add some cardamom seeds and some whole black peppers, and then some onions and tomatoes. So we've given everything a really good mix and it's now coming up to a boil. You can see that there's a lot of liquid that's already starting to get released. We're going to add a little bit more, not a lot. You don't want to put too much water in here. But now that we've got that in, we're going to set this on pressure. All right, we're going to close the pot, make sure the sealer is sealed. And now we're going to put this on manual, high pressure for 15 minutes. Potatoes. I'm using russets. You can use whichever ones you want. Now, that being said, when we cook them, we're only going to cook them about a halfway through. The rest of it is really simple. Salt, pepper, a little bit of oil, a little bit of water, and then we're going to put them in the microwave. That's a shortcut, for about 5 minutes. Okay, this next layer is where we level up this biryani. This is where we get the crunch, the texture, and all those bright flavors I was talking about. What are we gonna put in there? We're gonna put in some freshly cut onions, lemon and lime slices, tomatoes, freshly cut cilantro, some fried onions, and the star of our list of secret ingredients, some cherries. So let's get these bad boys chopped up.
Vegetables, catillamos!
Okay, vegetables are done. Now it's time to start building the layers of that biryani. Okay, it's rice time. What we've done here is taken 2 mugs of basmati rice, which we've rinsed and soaked. Now, basmati rice. Only basmati rice. If you don't use basmati rice, I'm sorry, but we can't be friends anymore. To this, we're gonna take that same mug that we used to measure out the rice and we're gonna add water. The rough formula is ×2 minus half. So I use 2 mugs of rice, I'm gonna use 2 mugs of water. Double that is 4 mugs of water minus half, so the total is 3.5 mugs of water. Biryani rice is all about that lovely aroma. Here are the things that we're gonna add. A teaspoon of salt, 1 or 2 cloves, 1 black cardamom, 1 green cardamom, some whole black peppers, some whole cumin, and a cinnamon stick. Finally, 2 teaspoons of oil. Now we're gonna give this a mix. I'm going to bring it to a boil. Okay, so our rice is now at a boil. Come down and take a look. It's risen to the surface, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to cover it up with a lid. We're going to put the temperature down to its lowest setting, and then we're going to just let it sit for about 10 minutes. All of the components of our beautiful biryani are now ready. We're going to start creating the layers. Come on in and take a look. Our beef, 15 minutes on high pressure. We then sauteed it for another 30 minutes to reduce all the excess liquid. That'll be layer 1. Layer 2, our potatoes, only cooked about halfway because we're gonna finish this off and then they're gonna fully cook. And we're gonna put in all those bright flavors of those vegetables. Nice, add a lot of crunch, nice texture, beautiful aromas. And then finally, our gorgeous rice that's ready to go. Okay, we've got everything layered up and ready to go. But you may be counting and saying, that's only 4 layers, MQ. And you know what, eagle-eyed viewer? You are absolutely right. We're actually not done yet. We're gonna put a lid on this, put it on the lowest setting for about 20 minutes. And when it's done and we remove it, then we'll put on our final topping. This has been on low heat for 20 minutes as all those flavors and those layers have gotten to know each other. Now it's time for the final one, the topping. We're going to remove the lid and add on some fresh cilantro and some fried onions. There's only one thing left now. I need a taste tester.
I believe I can be of assistance.
Might need one of these.
Thank you. Mwah, incroyable.
Okay, let's get a bite of this. I wish I could describe just all the aromas that are coming in. That cilantro, this citrusy aroma, this aroma of the masalas, they all just taste so great. Potatoes are perfectly done. Those onions add so much crunch and texture, and that tartness and little bit of sweetness that comes from the cherries, just puts it on a different level. Here you go, folks. Biryani remixed Q style. I hope you enjoy it and give it a shot. We'll see you next time.
They're not saying anything.
Father,
Son?
are you sure the accent?
Alright, so let's put all this aside and, well... Thank you for watching, everyone. And if you like what we're doing, then please...
Like
And subscribe!
What they said. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Anybody want a raise? I don't think so.